Moses Boldu joining us back again off the last couple of days. Joining me back on the desk for our first look at sports. Now we're going to talk Scotties. A lot of action on the pebbled ice today. You came into the newsroom earlier today. So excited about the games that you watched. You're loving this tournament.
Oh, who isn't though? If you're from Saskatchewan, if you're born there, you got to know curling. I think that's the biggest thing. When you're born, they give you a rock and a broom. So that's how it usually goes. Hey, but you know what was great action today? You just mentioned Nairman. Draw 12 this morning had pretty much a page playoff format. You had 1 versus 2 and 3 versus 4. And we'll start off with 1 versus 2. The undefeated teams at 7-0 squaring off. Manitoba's Jennifer Jones and Ontario's Rachel Holman. Now we'll pick it up in the fourth end. Ontario up 2-0, but the highest scoring team at the Scotties puts up 4 as Jones hits and sticks at the back 4-2. In the fifth end, though, Holman makes the shot of the tournament.
Get it through, feather them.
Unbelievable.
What a shot.
Maybe not exactly shot of the tournament just yet, but pretty damn close. Look at this one more time. Feathering 2 guards. She picks up 3 in that end, 5-4. It's now 7-6 for Ontario in the 8th. Jones with hammer and an open draw for 2 to retake the lead. Just needing the 8-foot, and she gets more than enough. Manitoba steals 1 more in the 9th for the 9-7 victory to remain undefeated at 8-0. The other draw had Jill Shumay and Heather Nedwin. Third end, Canada up 2-1. Nedwin with last rock. She angles off the red stone to the button for 2 and a 4-1 lead. Fourth end, Shumay looking for the double takeout to score a pair. Instead, she misses the yellow at the back of the forefoot there on the edge. It's a steal of 1 for Canada. Shumay visibly frustrated, but she bounces back in the 5th, coming up with a run back for the double. Sask trailing by 2. Then in the 6th, momentum started to shift. Nedwin with second shot at the back 8, trying for a pair, gets by the guard, but she can't push the red rock far enough, giving a steal to Shumay, and she trails 5-4. 7th end, Shumay forcing Nedwin for the hit and stick at the button, but the shot will stop short, tying the game. Saskatchewan comes up with 2 more steals and the 7-5 victory.
We just started putting our rocks in the perfect spots, and we were leaving Heather with some really tough shots. So, and she just didn't quite have it today, and we did. It's just really good for our confidence right now to win that game and to have beat Team Canada, and now just get ourselves set and on a roll as we have to face Team BC tonight.
It's moving day Thursday. Draws 12 and 13 have just wrapped up. I'm joined by 2012 Brier participant and Tanker champion Scott Manners. And boy, we got a lot to talk about. Jill Shumay, we just heard a clip from her. Talking about how she's relieved a big win against Heather Nedwin. And we just talked about this too prior to going on air. Huge skip play and great shots later on from end 6 through 9, getting those 4 consecutive steals.
A great game from Jill Shumay today. You know, I watched the stats with the first part of that game. And we could just see her steadily improve. You know, the first 5 ends, a little shaky, you know, but they hung in there, and they were down 5-1 at one point, and they got the deuce, and they started to steal, and they kept on to steal. Stellar game from Jill Shumay today.
A lot of emotion was shown, especially when she gave up a steal of 2 in the 5th end, or in the 4th end. In the 5th end, she came back and got a deuce, and then she started to calm down. What was usually said, because in that transition, you have that break. What usually happens between that time?
Well, that break, it's going to be good or it's going to get sour, and it worked out today for our Saskatchewan team. You know, they played great at that after that 5th end break. I always like to be a fly on the wall at the 5th end break because we never know what's being said. But there was a spark under the Saskatchewan team today, and off they went. It was great to see. Nice to see a big win out of them today.
Take a look at the standings. You have Manitoba at 8-0, Ontario at 7-1, Canada, of course, 6-2, and you have Saskatchewan at 5-3. Also at 5-3 is BC. They had a big win this afternoon, defeating, and I believe if we look at it again, defeated Newfoundland and Labrador. How does this go now if we look at the standings? BC against Saskatchewan, that's the primetime game tonight. What can we expect from both teams?
Well, we need another stellar performance out of Jill Shumay again tonight. We want the team to really bring it. This is a huge game. If the winner of this game is going to stay at 3 losses. 4 losses is going to be too many. We really want them to hold that position, and it'll propel them right into the playoffs.
And looking at the final schedules too as well, you have Saskatchewan taking on Newfoundland and Labrador and Manitoba at the end. BC, fairly easy because they have Northwest Territories and Quebec as their final 2 draws. So you talk about a win here tonight is hugely important.
It will be, and Kelly Scott is no stranger to these games. They're hugely important. She's a phenomenal player, and she's surrounded by talent. We're gonna be an exciting battle tonight at TSN. It's their main game, so we're in for a good show and a good battle between both teams.
Offense is aplenty between the Lloydminster Bandits and Killam Wheat Kings. After 3 games, the teams have combined for 30 goals. The Bandits have given up 5 or more goals each game, and down 2-1 in the series, the Bandits are hoping to buck that trend in Game 4. We pick things up midway through the second. Wheat Kings up 4-3 on the power play. Austin Wilson feeds Jason Yuha, and he fires it point blank, 5-3. Less than 2.5 minutes later, Wilson throws it on net, the clearing attempt right to Lucas Fraser. He goes short side on Blair Mahone. It's 6-3 Killam after 40 minutes. More from the Wheaties in the third, a giveaway by the blue line. Wilson picks it up, goes around a defender. Initial shot is stopped, but James Newby puts away the rebound just 34 seconds into the period. That made it 7-3. Bandits do get a goal, 5-on-3. Chris Romanchuk to Jelani Whitestone down low, but that's all the Bandits could muster. They lose this one 8-4 and now down 3-1, heading to Killam tomorrow night. To midget AAA action, the Baker Hughes Bobcats open the playoffs against the Leduc Oil Kings. 1-0 Cats in the second. Tanner Posh, doorstep, gets robbed by Josh Bukowski, making one of his 34 stops on the night. More pressure from Leduc. Jaden Sveinson with a burst of speed. Bukowski getting a piece of that one, keeping it 1-0. This time Robert Kane blows by the defense, and Bukowski once again with the pad save. Bobcats would take this one 2-1, take a 1-0 series lead. In the AJHL, the Lloydminster Bobcats and Fort Mac Oil Barons played a makeup game last night. Now, due to last week's poor road conditions, the Bobcats win a thriller by a score of 6-4. Now moving on, the Lloydminster Universal Heat are coming off a round 1 sweep against Fort Saskatchewan and are now shifting their attention to the Leduc Oil Kings. Matt Schumont with the story on the Heat's second round series.
Round 1 wasn't much of a test for the Heat, sweeping the Fort Saskatchewan Rangers, outscoring them 15-2 in 2 games.
We had great intensity right from the drop of the puck in Game 1, and we came out with a lot of energy and played at the pace of game that we're accustomed to playing to, and that we want to play at. So
we all contributed. That's what one of the keys to our success is. And yeah, we're gonna have a harder test against Leduc here, so everyone needs to be going.
The Heat now face the Leduc Oil Kings in the second round. Lloyd took 2 of 3 against the Oil Kings. However, Leduc took the last meeting 6-3.
Team defense is going to be big time for us. We have to take care of our end of the rink, and we feel that if we can do that, that'll lead to some offensive opportunities. So
we're going to have to step it up again, like our last term to playoffs against Fort Sask. We're going to have to play better than that and bring our A game all games against them.
Finding offense hasn't been an issue for the Heat, scoring 184 goals in the regular season and adding 15 more in the first round. They know the deeper they go in the postseason, the harder they're going to have to work to light the lamp.
We've got some skilled guys that when given opportunities that they can put the puck in the net, and of course we're going to have to score timely goals, but the biggest thing is the work ethic and intensity, and be willing to pay the price to score those goals.
If you're playing defense strongly and you're playing hard in your own end, the offense will come, and yeah, the most important thing is outworking these guys. They got some guys that will be physical, and we just got to keep moving our feet around them, and offense will come.
Puck drop for tonight's game is at 7 o'clock at the Civic. Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
Staying with the Heat, it's no secret they've been a force to be reckoned with, getting scoring from all their veterans and rookie Zane Franklin. Matt Schumont has more on Superstar Next Door.
Most kids usually get into hockey with the help from their parents, but Heat Zane Franklin has a different reason why he got into the game.
I always watched SportsCenter when I was little, and my favorite team was Dallas, and they were on, and they were good with them, and so I just got into that.
Idolizing Mike Medano and Eric Lindros, Zane likes to use his size down low to generate scoring opportunities.
I work down low pretty good and drive to net, and I think I have a good shot, so I like to use that and look for the good pass, let's say.
Lighting the lamp 17 times and tallying 44 points in his rookie campaign, Zane gives a lot of credit to his teammates for his first-year success.
I'm playing with the great kids, like my line mates, everybody. Playing with the great guys on the power play. Everybody's being good to me, passing the puck and open for passes, so it's good.
He's a big, strong kid that skates well and protects the puck, and does a lot of things very well for a kid at his age. So, I mean, he's been a key part of our team this year for us.
With another year of Bantam hockey left, Zane is hoping to have another big season and hopefully get a call from a WHL team at the draft.
I'm going to look forward to next year and trying to lead our team to a championship and then the draft, and then wherever it takes you from then.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.